These are fully working bins. These bins have been in operation for about 3 to 4 months. They started out with about a pound of red worms. The red worms, in a pound of these particular worms, there's about 1,000 worms. I never keep 1,000 in the bin because I'm always going out to schools and doing demonstrations, and I give the students some of the worms. But before I open the top of the bin is made out of recycled plastic. It's black because the worms don't like light. They are photosensitive. They have no eyes, they have no ears, they have no teeth. These are a special kind of worm, one of about 4,000 species of worms that specifically eat organic waste, which is garbage. Fill this bin, you get this bin, you fill it with, I fill it with shredded paper. You dampen the paper because on the worms' bodies there's slime. If the slime dries out, the worms are going to die. So the worms need to have the bedding moist. After about a week, they start eating voraciously. That's when you start adding food waste, all right? This bin, as I say, has been in operation for about 3 to 4 months now. This is what it looks like. When the bin was first filled, it was filled with shredded paper 100%. What you're going to see now is not an ounce of dirt. It's all vermicompost. That's vermicompost. There's the red worms here. The worms have eaten all the shredded paper. They have eaten all the food waste. And as you can see, for instance, this looks like a piece of plastic. They will not eat the plastic because they don't eat plastic. Plastic is not organic. But you'll still see that I still have some paper towels here. The worms they love cantaloupe. Absolutely, I can't tell you, it's like candy to them. They love cantaloupe. They will lay their eggs. The eggs will hatch. The eggs will hatch in about 28 days. These worms live to be about 7 years old. The worms will continue to propagate as long as you keep adding food waste. When it's time to harvest the worms, which means to pull the worms out of the bin, take the worms out of the bin and start another bin, there's a couple of procedures that you can do that with. One is that with these particular bins, there's stacking trays. And there's a booklet that explains how to stack the trays when you're ready to harvest the vermicompost. The other way that I do it to make it fast and easy is that I pour the compost onto a plastic sheet in my garage. Worms don't like light. I leave a mound of compost in the center, spread the rest out, they migrate to the center, I pick up the mound and put it into the new bin. Now I've got all my vermicompost, all right? All you have to do is keep feeding them. They don't like the extremes of temperature. They don't like to be frozen. They don't like to be sweating, although worms don't sweat, I'm sure. But anywhere between 85 high and maybe 40 low is a good temperature. People ask me constantly about, can I do it in my garage? Answer is, in the spring and fall, yes. In the summer and winter, no. Can I do it in the basement? Absolutely. One of the best places. It's dark. It's usually dampish, and the worms love that environment. On the bottom of this bin, that's the vermicompost tea. That's the liquid that falls through and collects in the bottom.
You gotta escape me here.
We can.
Pardon? They do escape.
All right, Rich. We can.
Okay.
That's. I got a nice little thrust here
Good.
for.
Good.
You writing a newspaper article?
No, on the. Thanks, Rich.
You're welcome.